Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Assassin's Creed, or, as I prefer to call it, Easter Egg Hunting, the video game, or, as my wife would call it, Monkey Simulator, because every time she comes in to see me play this game, I am literally just jumping from wall to wall, jumping around, so that's exactly why. So I decided to play this just out of the blue, and so let's go ahead and get started. So I think when it comes to the collecting of flags, Templars, I'm probably going to do it by the numbers. Well, this is a nice way to begin things. So, as I was said, we're going to do things by the numbers, one at a time, and those episodes might be its own thing.
We've got a problem.
And we're just learning to do
too much psychological trauma. He's rejecting the treatment, retreating.
kind of a little bit of a trip here.
I need you to try and relax.
Let me try and stabilize him.
Focus. Listen to the sound of my voice. Recognize that what you're seeing isn't real. Just a picture of the past. It can't hurt you.
I think there would be things that would beg to differ
Give it a moment, mister.
when it comes to that.
The first time is never easy.
We're losing him.
That's enough, Miss Stillman.
We need to pull him out. Now.
Yeah, we're just going on this
We're going
trip
to try and
here.
bring you out now.
But as I said, we're going to do things by the numbers.
You okay?
I told you he'd be fine.
Bastards!
Now, I just saved your life.
Saved my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me into that thing.
Animus. It's an animus.
I don't even know you people. Why are you doing this to me?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Yes, your file indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die? Lie down.
Alright, so as I said, we're going to do things by the numbers when it comes to those. Those might be its own episode, that might be different. But here we are going back into the Animus, and we will begin the, I guess you could say, tutorial program.
Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
Genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple. What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
It's the recollection of a past event.
Specific to the individual remembering the event.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will. Migration, hibernation, reproduction. How do animals know when and where to go? What to do?
That's just animal instinct.
Now you're arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it, the fact remains. These creatures hold knowledge absent the requisite first-hand experience. I've spent the past 30 years trying to understand why. I discovered something most fascinating. Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations, but memories as well. The memories of our ancestors.
And the Animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
But there's a problem. This is the specific memory we're trying to access. Unfortunately, when we try and open the memory, your mind withdraws. You lack the confidence to step into your ancestor's body. That's what happened earlier. You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
Why?
It's your subconscious. It's resisting. We've found similar reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive traumatic events. They can't jump directly into the specific memory. They need to be eased in. Even then, there can be problems.
So how do we fix it?
We find a memory you can synchronize with, and we move forward from there. You'll get used to it. This is the closest we can get, so it's where we'll have to start. I'm uploading the tutorial program now.
Uploading tutorial program. This program is designed to get you used to Assassin's Creed. So we get this nice little loading screen where in between episodes, and we're going to be pretty much taught all the basics of the game in this tutorial.
Hello, Subject 17.
17? What happened to the first 16?
Acclimate you to the Animus's control system.
I guess we'll find out in later games.
The synchronization bar represents how in sync you are with your ancestors' memories. If you ever fall completely out of sync, the Animus will restore you to your last synchronized position. You are currently dangerously close to desynchronization. Please follow all forthcoming instructions in order to restore system stability. The Animus utilizes a puppeteering concept to control the actions of your ancestor. I'm loading subroutines to validate your body's adaptation to the Animus. We will begin by exploring the default actions of each input. While standing still, use the head button to observe your environment.
Yeah, this is something we will probably never use. It's a good idea and whatnot, but severely used.
Without causing them to drop what
and
they're holding.
For the most part, when it comes to these
Continue the synchronization process.
jar carriers, all you have to do is just hold down the B and walk forward. Easy enough, but I see that you won't really be using that much because if they end up dropping their jars, not much consequence really happens, in my experience.
The Animus differentiates between two fundamental actions: low profile and high profile. Low profile actions are socially acceptable. High profile actions are more action oriented. Hold the high profile button to see how your heads-up display changes the context of the puppeteering inputs. Excellent.
You actually make a grunt.
We will continue your synchronization process by testing some high-profile actions. Grab and throw this individual onto the marker.
Grab and throw this damaged goods. basically.
Good.
Or
Using
since
your
this is
left button
a...
and high profile will allow you to sprint. Sprinting is useful to escape from soldiers or to get
Oh
closer
yeah,
to a fleeing
that'll
target.
definitely come in handy.
However, be careful
Especially
not to bump
during
into anyone,
memory
or
block
you can
number
lose your
5.
balance and tumble to the ground. While sprinting, reach the marker before this man does. Well done. The Animus will also provide other important information. The social status icon gives you information on your social status. The different states will be explained in context.
Walk
soon.
towards the soldier.
This icon appears when a soldier is looking at you. The yellow color means the soldier is either unaware
Or suspicious of
who
your
you are.
activity.
To illustrate the change in awareness level, you will stealth assassinate this soldier.
You gotta love damaged goods like that they just want to get rid of.
Hidden blade. With your blade selected, walk up to the soldier and assassinate him by using your armed hand button.
And that is the socially acceptable way to assassinate a person.
What? Who's done this? Tell me.
It makes me laugh every time I hear that.
The dead body has alerted the soldier and changed his awareness to inform.
I would hope that a dead
represented
body
by
would
that
alert
witness
soldiers. Well, I wouldn't really
Aggressive
hope, but in
actions
real
or
life I
socially
would.
acceptable behavior undertaken at this time will likely
Unlike in
provoke an
some
armed
games.
response. Provoke
Oh,
this
oh, my
soldier.
buddy's dead.
Notice how the social status icon has changed to exposed.
Yes.
And try to break the line of sight. Excellent. The line of sight has been broken. Now run into the roof garden to hide from the soldier.
I don't know if that's a good or a
Social
bad
status
thing, but in
indicates
the
that you are hidden.
I know in
The
future
soldier is
games
still
they'll
looking.
actually stick their sword in
Until
there.
your social status changes again.
But we won't have to worry about that for now. And yes, you
Well
can
done.
control the
The
camera
soldier
while
has
in there.
lost your track. You are now anonymous, and you can exit the hide spot. Excellent. Being anonymous will fill your synchronization bar and make your job as an assassin easier.
Oh yeah. The
There
more
are
you
different
have,
places which you can use
the
to
easier your life will
However,
be.
You must always break the line of sight first, and then use a hide spot to vanish.
Benches, that'll be in use. That'll definitely be in use. That. And I really don't use the monks as often. But yes, those are good hiding spots.
Let us continue with a demonstration of blend.
Too bad this doesn't work
Blend
that
can be
well.
activated with the passive use of your legs. You can mimic a scholar and pass near soldiers without arousing suspicion. Use this to reach the marker behind the soldiers.
This doesn't work that well, especially in later chapters. You could just be there and see here. I can just like, as long as I'm blending, I can just walk into these guys and they don't care. But in others, if you walk into them like that, you're done.
Good. Now that you are fully synced, a new ability is available to you. Referred to as Eagle Vision, this sixth sense helped your ancestor understand the intentions of people around him.
This is another ability I probably don't use as often.
Well done. Remember, Eagle Vision will only be available once you are fully synced. Please note that following the Assassin's Creed, your ancestors' way of life will assist you with staying in sync. The creed consists of 3 tenets. First, never hurt an innocent person. Second, always be discreet. Third, do not compromise the clan.
Yes, if you end up hurting someone or an innocent person, you will lose a good chunk of health.
Or by respecting the creed. You have successfully completed the tutorial. The most stable memory block will now be loaded.
Yes. Welcome to the Animus. We're gonna see where this is gonna take us, see if I can pause it. We're probably gonna end up going through at least the first cutscene because I don't see a way to pause it right now. And here we go.
Wait! There must be another way. This one need not die.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way of...
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Okay. So if you try to go back there, it's just one of those memory wall things. So here we are in our actual gameplay here, not in tutorial, and we get to learn some of the stuff that we didn't learn in the tutorial in a further tutorial, like jumping from ledge to ledge and using our hidden blade like this.
There. That must be the Ark.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet. Someone...
So whenever you see these glitches, just press any button and you'll end up getting a...
The sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair.
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
So yeah, whenever you see those glitches come across, just press any button, you get to see a different perspective of the conversation that is taking place.
Hold, Templars! You are not the only ones with business here.
Ah. Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Blood.
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die. Men, to arms!
I hope those two are going to be fine. So, one of the great things is there are so many ways that you can go about progressing in this game. You can either take the easy way, which is to the right here, or you can try to do things a little bit harder. We're going to try this. And that did not go over well. Let's try that again, shall we? And there. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. Now that is an interesting way to get up. So yeah, you can do things many different ways in this. There's no single way that you have to go about a mission or an objective.
Skipping part of memory to a more recent one.
And we are
Altair,
home.
you've returned.
Raouf.
It is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the Master in his tower?
Yes, yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
Okay. So, after that, I think this would be a good point to end. If you guys liked so far, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will continue our adventures as Altair, the assassin of the Middle East, next time. And see you guys then. Dungeon Master 201 signing out.